to the fourth rendition of the greatest pod in the world, the Would You Rather podcast.
Yeah.
My name is Jace. We got my man to the right, the infamous, the one and only A-lister, the leading character in a drama series, Mr. JR. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How about you,
I'm
Jace?
doing great. We got Cash Money Linda in the back, and we got the infamous Dubai Prince in the cloud, Uncle Sammy.
Yeah. What up, Cash? What up, Sam?
All right, today's a special day today, but before we get started, we're not here to play nice.
Nope.
We're here to ignite fires and have a good time with our friend, Mr. Crown Royal. Jared, tell him what we're drinking.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are sipping on Crown Royal's newest and finest. That is vanilla. Whether you're in the car, whether you're on the couch, whether you're watching a movie, maybe just kicking back with the homies watching the game, Crown Royal vanilla on ice, no chaser, is the best thing you'll be drinking.
But why do we got Heineken?
Our next unofficial sponsor. No, I'm kidding. No.
It's a nice warm day. It's a beer kind of day.
Yeah, why
So we're
not?
changing it up a bit, but
Yeah.
Crown Royal, we definitely love you.
Yep.
Yeah, so today's going to be an awesome day. We're kind of freestyling today,
Yep.
getting away from our regular scheduled program. But we want to give credit where credit's due. This is Burby's Gal by
Richard.
something.
Is it? I think it's Richard. I just know the title. Richard.
We'll fix it in the description
DP again.
below. We'll fix it in the description below. But Burby's Gal, representing Quarantine Burbies.
Big up.
Big up, big up, big up. All right. What are we gonna talk about today? So you kind of had a trip this week.
Yeah. Went back to the city. Went back to sound weird if I call it the motherland?
No.
No. Okay.
What is that?
Went back home to T dot. Wait. Hold on.
Money Avenue? Money up cash? What? Can you explain that?
Cash. What's going on with that? Money Avenue? Okay.
Oh, big up Malton.
Okay. What's it called? So, I grew up hearing T dot, right?
This is how old you are because you don't call it the 6. It's Tita.
Right. But the Drake era, that's where the 6 started coming in. And at first it sounded cool, but then I'm like, that's so, like, there's in Atlanta, they call it, there's a place called Zone 6.
Okay.
Right? Like, I've heard a few times, like, Jeezy talked about it. I think Gucci Mane used to talk about it. So it's like, oh, we got our own 6. And I'm like, I like T-Dot better, But yeah, obviously you can see the age gap there.
Tita came from the Cardinal Official days. He coined it Tita.
Yeah.
Drake made it the 6.
Yeah, which,
Yeah. So yeah, cool. So you enjoyed your trip?
yeah, man, it was good,
Went back home, got some good food and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, definitely. One thing though I did not miss was the bad drivers. Oh my God, let me tell you. I don't know, it's just, I guess when you're removed from the big city for a while and, you're dealing with like less traffic and less people that don't know how to drive, when you go back, it's like, I can't believe I actually had the patience to put up with all the bad driving and the bad drivers and yeah. But I guess that's just any big major city.
No, man, that sucks. That's T-Dot.
Yeah,
T-Dot just sucks.
I know. But
I can't stand, I fear going to the T-Dot.
I'm telling you, man.
I think because I haven't lived in the T-Dot for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's a real struggle.
Yeah.
I'm like an old head. Like,
I know.
I worry about it. It's like going to the dentist. I worry about it.
Oh God. Oh, you have a fear of the dentist?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it like the drilling?
My
Is
teeth
it
are sensitive, so every time they do cleaning and stuff like that, they never listen.
You feel everything.
They never listen.
Oh God.
Yeah. I can't eat ice cream and stuff like that. Yeah.
Like, so even like if you were to drink like cold water, something cold.
Yeah, I kind of have to like position it properly to go down.
Oh God.
Yeah, man. So that's a little bit about me.
Yep.
All right. Got any topics for today? What? Holi's coming up? But you gotta get on the mic.
Happy Holy Pagua.
Pagua. Uncle Sam, you got anything to say?
Just listening to what you guys are talking about.
You celebrate Holi?
I live in Toronto, so I'm still dealing with the bad driver. So I can't get away from that.
Okay, happy Holi. We call it Pagua, right?
Yeah.
So we're the West Indian channel. We gotta call it the right name.
So, speaking of that,
Okay.
I was having a conversation with someone earlier today regarding Pagua back home in the West Indies.
Okay.
So, they're explaining to me what takes place back there, right? And it's literally everybody's just out on the street, you're just throwing your powder, you're jumping around, you're smiling, you're happy, you're laughing, right? So it seems like it's a very, and again, I'm not Hindu, but it seems like a very...
You're not Hindu?
No. Yeah, I know. But it seems like it's such a festive and joyful time, which, I mean, there are a lot of Hindus in Canada, but you don't really see that over here.
Right.
Throwing up the powders and stuff.
I guess you've never been to Brampton.
Well, actually, when I was in high school, people used to do it, right? They used to throw powder, but it's not something that you see like how it would be in the West Indies where everybody's out on the street doing it, right? You see people like in their backyard doing it or wherever in their driveway, but that's about it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, it just seems like a really joyful kind of festive time. So to everybody out there that will be celebrating it, happy Pagua.
Yeah. Bhagawan ki jai. Before we get started, I forgot to give a cheers.
Oh, yes.
So, once again, I am not above you. I'm not below you. I'm right with here you. Bro. Yeah.
There you go.
Cheers.
That's actually, that was good last time. I was like rushing to
Yeah,
be like, hold up. Wait right there, sir.
Prepared this time. So you got beef with anyone? I heard you had a huge beef over the weekend.
Man.
What happened?
All right. So first off, oh boy, I got to put a little disclaimer. Shout out to all of our West Indian, whether you're a Chutney artist, a soca artist, dancehall, whatever artist.
We all
you
seen
are
our
out there.
disclaimer, so we respect all of you.
There you go.
Come on.
Telling you guys. But thank you for your contributions and the music that you put out for all of us. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. We enjoy it. Now, to give a little bit of context, and obviously you guys know on our channel, we do a segment where we review songs, Chutney songs that are posted on the West Indian Chutney channel on YouTube. Shout out to y'all. We reviewed 4 videos last episode. 3 of the 4 was
A
young
particular
artist,
person, yeah.
very talented, very an artist that has a bright future. That is Lady Sanjana. And shout out to you, Lady Sanjana, for giving us content to be able to review. We greatly appreciated it. And ultimately, these are songs that eventually, once we get a little bit warmer and we're outside, I think these are songs that we'll definitely enjoy. We got hit with
Copyright claim.
copyright claim.
But go continue.
So at first, I was like, oh man, like how, we're here just to review the music, give our input, our thoughts.
And have fun.
Yeah.
We're actually promoting you guys.
Yes,
We're promoting you guys and promoting ourselves. We're not monetized. So keep that in mind.
No.
We're just having fun.
Exactly. And again, remember, the West Indian community is so small, yet so large at the same time, where we're all trying to help each other out here. And, one of the reasons why we all do this segment is to kind of shine light on the artist, but also to promote in a way, right? And, we appreciate the content, the songs, the videos that, you guys work so hard on putting together and putting out. However, when we did get hit with the, copyright violation?
Yeah. I thought that was a sing back. So first of all, how can you have a copyright on something that
Yeah.
was a copy of something else, which is very common in our music scene.
Yeah.
Everything is a sing back of a sing back of a sing back.
Yeah.
So if I sang that song, you're gonna copyright me?
I know. Boy, oh boy. And let me tell you. So if that's the case,
Everyone should be hit with a
Right.
copyright because the originals came from Babla and Concha and came from Bollywood, came from all these older songs. But y'all got the right to copyright your own copies? I don't know.
telling
Does
you,
not
man,
make sense to me. That is. Yep.
telling you. And again, we are here to just shed light, promote, and it's like, damn, we got hit, man. But at the same time, we are at the bottom of the food chain here.
Exactly.
Right? So we're just reviewing the artist's song. But when you start climbing that ladder, everybody's gonna get hit with copyright. And yeah.
We should all just keep it open community. Everyone, if you enjoy copying a song, which we enjoy listening to,
Yeah.
why you gotta do that?
Exactly.
Sam, Uncle Sam, what you think about when we got hit with that?
Well, to maybe it could be someone else as well that might have done it. So just to like be fair, it
That
could be
is
like one of the
true.
fans, like you know what I mean. Maybe
True.
they put a copyright, but I don't see the use of that. To be honest with you, we're not monetizing this, and we're giving just because let's say we give a poor review, that doesn't necessarily mean that
True.
it's a bad song. It's us by us playing it is also just bigging the artist up. So it's a little, you know, I don't like it, but
And
I
we've
guess it's the
reviewed so
world we
many
live
songs,
in.
right?
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
reviewed so many
we
songs.
reviewed
Everyone
so
kind of
many
follows the
songs.
same protocol. Everyone, borrow from this song, borrow from that song, make your own mix. I mean, we could have had those guys like Rum, Coke, and Pork.
Yeah.
Could have been a copyrighted song. It's not. We reviewed it.
Yeah.
Beautiful song. Do you think it had anything to do with the bad rating we gave it?
You never know.
We don't know.
Well,
I'm
but I
just
don't
saying.
think we didn't. I don't think we gave it a bad rating. I think our ratings were
Fair.
And again, a disclaimer: go back and watch all of our reviews that we've done. We won't say we're critical, like we're actual critics, because we're not artists ourselves. We're just music fans and enjoy music. But we try to be fair and transparent. Just because you are this artist doesn't mean you're going to get top of the top rating, right? Everybody gets critiqued the exact same way. So at the end of the day, you can watch all of the segments that we've done. I think we've been fair across the board. No discrimination, no favoritism, nothing like that. So when we got hit, it's like, damn, come on. We're just here just trying to have a good time. Just like y'all artists are just trying to have a good time making music, putting content out.
You know what I think they want? They keep on hitting us with this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come up with my own song. They don't want that.
Does that mean we got to get in the studio? Maybe record?
Something's already in the works.
Oh boy.
But yeah.
And just because we give a rating doesn't mean that it's gospel, right? Like
Exactly.
like I said, somebody else may like it, and that doesn't mean anything. Somebody else may not like it what we like. So
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
These
Yeah.
folks, they just gotta read our disclaimer.
Yep.
The thoughts and views of our opinions have no interest whatsoever to anyone else. These are our views. We're just here to have fun. We thank you for your art, your artistry, and your music because we do enjoy it. We do enjoy listening to it, sitting down, having a drink, having some good food
Yep.
on a Saturday night.
And also to any artists out there that have watched the video, any fans of the artists that have watched the video, drop a comment. Let us know your thoughts.
Want us to review your video?
Yeah.
Trust me, we don't cost a dime. We
No.
enjoy it.
We are a click, a comment, a like away from, reaching out and getting some reviewing your content. So, to anybody out there, fans, artists, send us things that you want us to review. It doesn't even have to be the particular artist. It could be someone up and coming. We're here to have a good time just as much as y'all are. So
Yeah, exactly. All right, so next week is big.
yes,
Big. This is our UFC 300.
yes, sir.
Big things. I gotta put a sound. Let's see what we got here. We got a big. Sure. Did you hear what I said? We got a big. Okay.
You know what's funny? To me, it seems like UFC has been promoting UFC 300 since like
Yeah.
last year's summer or something. And I've, on their socials and stuff, I see UFC 300, UFC 300, but it's finally here. Seemed like it was a long
When
ways
is it?
away. It is,
April 13th.
Okay, the following week.
Yeah.
Okay.
but yeah, it's gonna be huge.
We should do a listening
Oh yeah,
live on
That'd
the
be cool.
UFC.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want that, comment down below or like. So what's the news for next week, man?
Well, actually, there's a few things going
Okay.
on. It's Easter long weekend.
Okay.
Happy Easter in advance to anyone celebrating Easter. But with that being said, we are going to have a full house next weekend as we have got Uncle Sammy joining us in person. He will be in studio, yes, in studio with us, and we are going to be potting live for the first time together, us three.
And that will most likely be on a Saturday. So
Yep.
we will put that out on YouTube, on Facebook, put that schedule out
Yeah,
there.
yep.
So keep your notifications on. Uncle Sammy will be live in studio.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
That'll be a big one.
We got some good topics lined up. We'll have a few interesting segments, maybe something a little different than what we normally do. But again, if there's anything in particular that y'all want to see, drop a comment, let us know, and yeah, we'll make some magic happen. That's for sure.
Cool. Awesome.
You know when I said magic? Pause in advance because it's not that. Remember MTV Cribs?
Yeah.
When the celebrities show their bedrooms, like, oh yeah, this is where the
Where the
magic
magic
happens. That's the first thing that came to my mind, but not that type of magic, but just,
Uncle Sam, you got anything for like a preview of next week? What's gonna come down? You
I
gonna bring the
just can't
smoke?
wait to be there. I just can't wait to be there in person. It's been a long time. We could drink some Crown Royal. I can't drink it when I'm far away like this, so it's good. I can't wait.
Awesome. He sounds excited. All right, I got a joke for you.
all right, let's do it.
Why don't fat girls get dates?
Oh, God.
Get dates. I don't know.
Sam, you got any idea? Okay. The reason they don't get any dates is they're harder to pick up.
Oh, shoot.
I'm full of these.
Oh God. I mean, oh damn, I don't even want to get into
You
it.
got a joke? But do it.
No. I was just gonna say that. I'm just gonna leave it. That door's closed. But yeah, no, that's a good one though. Wait,
Cool.
question for you.
Yeah.
Like dad jokes?
Do I got dad jokes?
No, do you like
Dad jokes?
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't have a dad.
Oh no, I just I don't know.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Tell me a dad joke.
I don't have any.
Why would you ask me?
I just thought you like dad jokes.
I don't know. Uncle Sam, you like dad jokes?
I feel like Jace would love dad jokes.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying. Yeah.
give me a dad joke then.
I don't have one like off the top of my head, but if I swear if we bring JR, maybe we'd bring a dad joke each, but for next week, and tell Jace, and he's gonna. I just feel like he's gonna giggle for like a 2 minutes straight because it just seems like he's a dad joke type of guy.
Yeah. I
All
think
right.
so. Yeah.
I actually
okay.
do have a dad joke. I just
Okay.
looked at my list. But I want you to bring your best dad jokes, please.
All right.
What's the difference between my dad and cancer? What's the difference between my dad and cancer? Yeah. Yeah. My dad didn't beat cancer.
Oh. Oh shoot.
All right. You guys got to come with a better one.
That's like a dark dad joke. That was gonna be some happy.
No.
Or something. Like, oh.
I don't got good ones for that. Okay. Let's see. What else do I got here? There was a few things came up during the news. Let's see. We got to get this conversation going. Oh, did you hear what happened? Actually, a Mississauga man. He was basically he got married. He married someone who kind of left him and gave him marriage fraud. I don't know what the term is. So he posted for a roommate on Facebook.
Yeah.
He's like I don't remember his background, but he was here for a while. And a lady from Algeria
Okay.
just messaged him and say, look, I'm looking for a room or whatever. And they were talking back and forth for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And convinced him to bring her over.
Yeah.
And she started a relationship with him.
Oh wow.
So he immediately got married. And as the day after, he said, I'll post a link below because I did see the video. It was somewhere on City News or something like that the other day. A Mississauga man. The day after they got married, she accused him, I think on the night of the honeymoon or something like that, of abuse.
Oh wow.
And drained all his money out of his bank account. And right now, he hasn't seen her since the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Can't even locate her to file divorce papers, anything like that. Lost all his money.
Oh man.
And she's somewhere, I guess, in Canada.
Yeah. Just running around with his money.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can't trust these hoes. That's crazy.
That's damn. And, you know, like as you mentioned a story like that, like, you know, we hear about these stories every now and then, but like I think we fail to realize like how common these are, especially in the social media world where it's no longer you gotta send a letter, like write to a pen pal kind of thing. It's literally Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all these different social media sites where you could literally talk to anybody in the world, get into a relationship, convince them, or they convince you to move wherever, and yeah, now all of a sudden you got access to everything, and
Yeah, man.
you just come across the wrong person, and they'll take advantage of that, and you know, drain you.
What's your opinion, Uncle Sam? You hear that one?
Yeah, I heard. It's sad. That people are taking advantage of the vulnerable people who might be single, looking for love. But it does remind me of 90 Day Fiance. It puts that vibe in my mind. Sorry to hear about him, but yeah, you know, it's one of those type of things where you can't really trust, like especially coming from a different country. I don't know. To each their own. I mean, maybe it works for some, but it can be risky. Can be risky.
I think he's dumb.
I didn't want to say it.
I think he's dumb. Like, he's going to the
I
news right
agree.
now and crying over it. This happens to other people, like Uncle Sammy says. I think he wants the attention. He wants some way to get his money back. But I think from the beginning, come on, you're looking for a roommate. All of a sudden, a girl from a far out country, Algeria. So I think that's like in Africa, right? Northern Africa.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick someone in Northern Africa over like someone else who can rent your room and things like that, and you bring them over. You get into a relationship. Come on, man.
That's a little.
You were looking for some young thing.
Yeah.
You got a couple jokes here and there. Well, yeah, she got her money's worth, but unfortunately,
Well,
someone loses in negotiation.
Basically.
I hope he got a couple jokes in. Like,
Well, I hope
Yeah.
so, because it said after the honeymoon, so it sounded like
Mm.
he got a couple jokes in there.
Yeah. Well, man, I don't. I
well,
honestly don't know what to say. Lawyer up and see if you can find her somehow. And
Oh, he said he can't afford a lawyer. That's what he said. That's why he went to the news.
well,
Can't afford
yeah.
it.
Oh man. Yeah, that's tough. I don't know.
I guess
Just.
it's good that he went to the news to like inform people
Mhm.
of these things, but I don't think it's gonna help you. You know, what I mean, like you willingly chose to marry the person, you willingly
Yeah.
chose to give them access to your bank account. It's not like the bank did anything wrong. You know what I mean? Like you gave them access. They're
Mhm.
your wife. So I don't know what going to the news is gonna help, but
Yeah.
hopefully it maybe helps the next person who's doing if thinking of doing that. But hey, to each their own. Do your thing.
It's true.
It's not for me.
Cash Money, did you hear that story? Any thoughts on it? Processing? Shy? Oh, I got one for you though. Do you know your one of your favorite kind of podcasters or personalities? Did you hear about him? Here you go. I'd like to get your opinion on it.
Somebody just put the battery in my back right now. I'm about to go in.
You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Cash Money Linda stepping onto the mic.
Linda.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing great.
Shut up.
So you heard about that, right? The story about what's his name?
Jay Shetty.
Oh, okay. Jay Shetty.
I still listen to his podcast.
What are the accusations? I heard something he faked his entire background, right?
Yeah, something regarding his credentials.
He's not really a monk, which he bases everything on,
No, he was.
for 3 days. Something like that.
I don't know that extent to it.
I think it was though, if we get the facts straight. He said he was a monk, he went there for 3 years or something like that. But actually it turned out he just went to visit
Yeah.
a monk something in Nepal or whatever, India. But the entire time he was in New York or UK, one of those colleges, right? He was there the entire time. His book and his
I did.
life
I bought his book.
is actually based. I'll find the video and I'll link it down in the description. Another Indian doctor or something like that wrote a book 5 years before, and it actually he was the monk. He's not as popular obviously as Jay Shetty.
Yeah.
He was a monk. He committed his life to that kind of lifestyle. Came back, kind of did the healing stuff what Jay Shetty's based on, and he said word for word, he copied his book and his message for himself.
Huh.
I'll find that because I know I have it saved somewhere in my phone.
Interesting.
And we haven't heard Jay Shetty said anything.
I
He's just kind of
haven't.
ignoring the haters.
I haven't. I went to his podcast because I obviously listen to his
Yeah.
podcast. I was trying to look to see if I find anything from him.
This is a comment.
And there is nothing regarding that. Now, I get it. I get his credibility is to be questioned by many. But anyone who buys his book or read his book or even listen to this podcast, they can judge for themselves. Because look at the lives that he has impacted. For example, he had Kim Kardashian on there. He had Joe Biden, which is the former,
Current.
sorry,
Sleepy Joe Biden.
yes. And he had Michelle Obama on there, which, by the way, I mean, these people really look up to Jay Shetty and they trust his work.
But that's another thing too they say about him. He's only there for celebrity purposes. Do you notice all the guests you named?
Right. Hey, he was the basketball player that died. What's his name
Kobe?
again? Kobe.
Another celebrity.
And he got some sort of contract with some other basketball players where he's able to help them.
I don't mind like his. I'll let you speak in a 2nd, but I actually don't mind the celebrityism. Go get your money. But I think the background and you saying you were this certain way and you actually stole it from someone, that's the part that sucks.
But my thing is, okay, I know he had his tour, his world tour, as he called it. I think it is still going around right now. But why is it that he's so sold out when he go on tours? Like, people still believe in him.
He has a big following. I find a lot of time it's only these Indian folks, East Indian folks, like Sai Baba was a big fraud. We all know that, had a huge following. But I'll let you go into it.
I know you guys have your take on it in regards to
I actually
him
support
having
it.
books and all these things he's trying to do to make money off his podcast. I get it.
He's all about the money,
Everybody
right?
is trying to make
He's all
money.
about the money, and I'm okay with that.
Right.
So come out and say, yeah, I did kind of fudge some things, but that's what it is. I fudged some things, but at the end of the day, my message is my message.
Right.
You
Come out
wanted
and
him
address
to
it.
come out and
I
say
wanted to
that.
address it.
Well, I think one of the reasons why he hasn't addressed it, and obviously he's probably got a big team behind him, where he's got a manager and PR people, so I'm pretty sure advising him when he should or shouldn't address things. Again, these are just allegations, right? It's nothing, it's not a legal matter, it's not anything associated to that, so I think they'd probably advise him, just let it go, and it'll just blow over, right? Again, that's one possibility. Now, it would have been nice for him to address it, in my opinion, because at least that way it shows that I feel like some people look at him as like he's invincible, right? Where I would like him to we could look at him like he's an actual human, address it, and say, look, the allegations, they're false, and he provides his credentials on what he's done, right? He has a powerful voice, right? Like, people listen. Obviously, with the tour, like, people want to go listen to him. People are reading his book. People listen to the podcast, right? So I think if you just stay silent, what is that saying? It's like when you're silent, you're complicit, kind of thing. So, just come out and say something, at least. So,
Put a statement out, like Diddy, right? Just put a statement out.
true, but man, that's another thing too. Next week, we gotta talk about it. Talk about the whole Diddy thing again, because found out some more stuff. Yeah. So, with that being said, with Jay Shetty I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I do give him his props and respect for the work that he's done. Like, I don't think, and again, in this generation,
Does it matter that it's work based on someone else?
see, that's
He did put the work in,
right.
but the foundation or the platform he's using is allegedly someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a comparison. It's like if I said, oh, perfect. It's like if this podcast, we used to be former employees of the Joe Budden podcast, just as an example.
Yeah.
And we just sort of branched out and did our own thing.
Right.
We're saying we used to be with the Joe Budden
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah.
things like that. And we use that kind of in our rep to help with the
Yeah,
algorithm. We know all this stuff.
Yeah.
We met all these guys. And now people are following us because it's a little of an extension.
Right. Versus us saying that we're
just
fully
starting.
independent and we are our own brand. Yeah,
It does give you a little bit of a head start.
true, it does. And like that's a valid point there, Man, okay, look. Right now, the mental health space, the meditation, the spiritual space, it's a huge market, right? I don't even want to go down this road, but look.
Do it.
We know that there's a lot of money in this space as well. And I think, again, if whatever you're doing, as long as it's genuine and you're doing it for the right purposes, I don't care if you're making $1 billion off of it. That's cool. But again, at the end of the day, just make sure you're wholesome with it. Make sure you're doing it for a genuine purpose and not doing it because there's a big check associated with it, right? Because again, like I mentioned with the mental health space, there's a lot that's going on, and there's very few people, like Charlemagne is one of them, right? His book, Anxiety's Playing Tricks on Me. And there were some people that were accusing him of stepping into that mental health space, being, a prominent media personality, but because there were large checks associated to that realm, he stepped into it, and it's not sincere and genuine. Now, he's argued against it, but if people are questioning that, I kind of have to listen to some of those questions, you know what I mean? And again, people are questioning Jay Shetty's credibility or, his kind of credentials on how he became or how he leveled up to where he is now. They may not be 100% correct in what people are accusing him of, but I'm pretty sure there's some truth somewhere in there. Like, I don't know the process of becoming a monk.
Right.
Do I just go to India for a month and just
It does
sit
help
with the right
though if
people?
you're a brown guy.
But that's the thing.
Does he fit the model, right?
He does.
Right.
And remember too, like, India is a whole, there's other parts of the world that's like they're a different planet. We know nothing about them, and then they step into the Western society, and it's like all of a sudden we look at them as like they're God, right? We don't know anything about the background, anything on how they achieved what they've achieved. So when they enter the Western world, here they are. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I appreciate what he's doing. I salute him. But again, I think if people are questioning his credibility and how he's gotten to where he is, just come out and say something. Right. We obviously know he's going to deny it, right? We obviously know, but just say something.
Say something, right?
Yeah.
Acknowledge. Cash, what else? Do you think he should come out and say something, address it at least?
Yeah, definitely. When I seen the posts regarding his credentials and all these things, I went right to the podcast and I was just checking to see when is he going to release some sort of statement to say whether it's true or not.
Yeah.
So yes, you are right. Maybe he should come out and make a statement, say something. Just put it out there. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If it's all fake or wrong, whatever the case may be, just come out and say something.
How would you feel if he did come out, or it comes out that he did live a fake life? Would that discourage you kind of listening to him again?
No, I would still listen to his stuff.
Would you think differently?
Kind of. Because it's like you're basically, what's the word for it? But you're basically copying someone else's hard work and making it yours.
Yeah.
And people are buying it, basically, right?
Yeah.
Would you respect him though for coming out and saying, okay, it's kind of like with Milli Vanilli, right?
Absolutely.
They were, singing over someone else's vocals, and then just put on this big show, this big act as it was them, and people started catching on, and basically they came out and said, yeah, we're not singing this. This is someone else, right?
And Milli Vanilli too, it wasn't really their fault. They were handpicked, and it was the machine behind it telling them to do this. Like anyone in that situation, even me.
Oh,
I'd be
of
like,
course.
sure, give me the money, give me
The money,
all the fame, the girls, everything like that.
God,
You just want me to go out there and dance?
yeah. Girl, you know it's true. Like and again, like they were not like I don't even want to get it much into it, but when there's so much associated with it, it's kind of hard not to say no, right? But yeah, again, just shout out to Jay.
Before we close this, Uncle Sam, you heard about, I don't know if you follow Jay Shetty or know about him?
Yeah, I do. I actually do follow him. I have a different take on it than you guys have.
Okay.
I actually think it for me personally. I get that he overstated his credentials and things like that. Um, and he shouldn't have done that. But I think the impact that he has is so I'm into the motivational, the manifesting, the positivity, all of those things. So I think the impact that he's made, like his videos are still out there. It's motivational. It's trying to uplift people. So people who are like depressed or people who are down, he's trying to give hope to them. So I don't think it takes away from the work that he's done. Now, I understand he's overstated some things and it's for me, I'm not into the cancel culture. So I think people dig into these things with the intention of trying to bring him down.
Correct,
So
yeah.
I'm not I don't like that. I just think like I get it, with because of overstating things he might have had more opportunities and things like that, but it's a bunch of haters. You know what I mean? I'm glad of the work that he's done. He's helped a lot of people. A lot of people
Yeah.
still will look at his videos. His videos are out there, even like the short ones that are TikTok and things like that. It's just maybe someone's down and they watch a Jay Shetty video and he's uplifting.
Right.
Um, is it like did he commit a crime? That's the thing. Like you know what I mean? If we're not committing a crime, I'm personally not like gonna criticize the man who's trying to do good in the world. You
Right.
know, it's if he did a crime and it's something that's impacting other people, okay. But it's not like he's doing anything. He's putting good energy out there. I personally, I don't see. I think he should have came out and said something a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like I would have if I was in his situation because, like I said, you overstated some of your credentials. So what? Like you're still helping people. You're
Yeah.
still, spreading love in the world. So I don't know.
I agree with you,
Cancel
Uncle Sam.
culture.
I agree with you, Uncle Sam, because I'm in the motivational, like I'm into that for years now, listening to those things. The only thing that I don't like with that motivational kind of thought process, manifesting, things like that, you're giving hope to someone who hasn't, in a sense, manifest their own way of success. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you think about Jay Shetty, he kind of had a head start where most people are down and out who listen to him won't have that head start. And he's telling you to do what I've done, but he hasn't really done it. You know what I mean? Instead of listening to someone like a Les Brown or someone like that who tells you from the ground up how they got to where they got and what the steps they took to kind of manifest, talk positivity in their mind and make it. You know what I mean? That's the only part with me. I understand he's helping someone, but he's explaining that he's done it, but he hasn't really done it. You know what I mean? Even if he's done 80% of it, to me it kind of disqualifies you, to be honest.
I think the thing is you have to be like real with yourself. You know what I mean? Like the listener, I'm saying, not him or anybody else. I think the listener who's trying to get that motivation needs to be real and understand the situations because
Yeah.
everyone's going to be different, right? So, you could take motivation from I don't know, Kobe Bryant, you know what I mean? And he's in a different status or different spot. But there may be someone who's come from nothing, you know what I mean? Um, and you could take motivation from that person. I think you could take motivation from anywhere. Doesn't matter what their status is or if he had a head start. Just listen to the story and just listen to the words. And you don't have to compare your life directly to that, but just take maybe some things and apply it. You know what I mean? So that's why for me, I'll listen to the motivation stuff, and I won't look at someone maybe who's had a easier road as someone that I wouldn't listen to, because they may be saying things, although they had an easier path, that makes a lot of
Mm-hmm.
sense that I can take from and apply it, even if I may not have the same luxuries behind it. How can I maybe try to get to where they are, going through some of the stuff that I may have to go through that they haven't, but some of their logic behind it, or some of the theories may make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the topic that I'm happy you brought it up, because I'm very passionate on this motivational manifesting positivity thing. So yeah, we gotta give Jay Shetty a little bit of,
Yeah.
stop canceling the man.
By the way, we
Yeah.
should actually do like a special segment once in a while about this
Yeah.
motivational thing
I think that'd be
when we
cool.
branch out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, oh, Sammy, you mentioned a good point. I think he's also earned the right to kind of receive that grace, right? Um, yeah. So I think I'm not quick to cancel him, but I know some people out there,
The world will cancel you.
right? I mean, first off, some people don't. Some people just read the headline based on it and automatically just cancel him without even knowing any backing, any evidence, nothing about him. They're just quick to read a headline and cancel him. So I think he's earned the ability to receive grace from the
Right.
public just for the work that he's done,
Right.
right? So
What sparked that though? Because just go back to Uncle Sammy's point. Why specifically? Because you can look into anyone's past
Yeah.
and find something, I think, right? Especially if you're very celebrity centric today. What sparked that? I think that something has to go in research, and probably already done.
Yeah.
Who wrote this article? What was the reason behind it? Maybe they took a course and it didn't work out for them, so
Yeah.
they looked into. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I don't know the story behind
Yeah.
it, but I'd like to know why they decided to look at him specifically.
True.
When there's so many others.
That's true, but I think.
Well,
Oh, go ahead, Sammy.
I was gonna say, well, the thing was, remember Kevin Hart with the Oscars? Like, you can go
Oh,
back,
yeah.
and that kind of you know comes back into play here too. People just go back anytime somebody's successful. I don't know, the cancel culture kind of gives, because if you go back, you're gonna find something for everybody. What was acceptable like 20 years ago, and what was said 20 years ago might not be acceptable today, but it was acceptable then. So why would you hold someone to a standard? So
Yeah.
it's the same reason they probably dug up in his thing too. Granted, it is overstated in this case, so it's a little different than the Kevin Hart Oscars thing, where he said something different, but this was just lying or overstating what his credentials were. But again, like I said, is it a crime? Is this something that we're gonna hold it against him completely and forget
Yeah.
the stuff
Yeah.
that he's done? If it's a crime, yeah, hold it against someone commits like a crime that's like gonna affect other human beings, yes, right? But if this is not something that's like that, so I just don't know why people like. I don't understand how you have so much time to dig into people's past. Is it this important to like, oh, he overstated this, he's not this, but is he like spreading positive message to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then who cares? So
The only
I don't know.
the only thing with the crime, like I mentioned before, and I have to look into this, but I'll post it in here. Maybe we continue a little bit on a following session. But he did copy this Indian doctor of psychology's book verbatim. That
Wow.
came out
Yeah.
5 years ago. Obviously, he's not as popular,
True.
and like his book doesn't sell. Like I have a book, but someone can copy my book and be
Yeah.
like, whatever. This is. I'm like, wow. You took
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
and because your name is Jay Shetty, you have this celebrity friends.
There you go.
You're able to use my life.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I want to look into a little bit more to know how valid it is. But based on this article I did read and a video I did see, he did carbon copy this guy's life and his book.
Damn.
If that's the case, like that's plagiarism, right? So you shouldn't be making money off of somebody else's work. So I wasn't familiar with that. So then in that case, yes, I would, that portion of it, I would say he's definitely wrong. right?
Yeah.
But the other stuff for me is not as big of a deal. But yes, that's big. Like, you shouldn't be copying someone else's work and getting paid for it, and then they're not. So yeah, if you find out more on that portion, which I haven't heard, but that portion I would definitely disagree with him on for
Yeah.
sure.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. I haven't heard much about that either, but I think it's interesting though, because again, now everybody's going to do that deep dive now, right? And whatnot. But as you guys were mentioning about, when you gain some sort of following or just large celebrity status, you have people digging deep into you. I think with Jay Shetty is his rise to fame and just rise to where it's almost like he can do no wrong kind of thing. We never see that much, right? There's always some dirt on somebody, right? But he's just like, it's almost like, how can you hate him? He's such a nice, positive guy, right? So I think now that, there's X, Y, and Z that's going on, I think we're all realizing that he is human. We all make mistakes. We all do things that maybe we shouldn't do. But again, nobody's above anybody here, right? So, you know, um, to the people that he's impacted, salute to him for what he's done. And I'm pretty sure he'll continue to do amazing and great things. I don't think this is going to stop him, right?
Maybe that's why he's not addressing it, because as soon as he does, that's
Yeah.
when it kind of will put a halt on everything.
Exactly.
Riding it as long as possible.
Yeah. Just, sometimes, no response is the best response,
Right.
right? So just let it go.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Jay Shetty, we'll have a drink for you, man. Headache after headache every day. Should I address it? Should I not address it? But I gotta get this money next week.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Do we have any more topics? Do you want to bring? Uncle Sam, you got anything you want to bring, or you want to save it for UFC 300?
Yeah, save it for next week. I'm trying to think of what's in the news right now
Mm.
to talk about.
All right.
Did you guys see, speaking of UFC, I guess, like, did you guys watch that fight last night where the guy bit the other guy?
I seen the picture. I didn't see the
I didn't
fight.
see the
I seen
fight.
the picture of the bite mark.
Where you got
on
a tattoo?
on his like bicep.
Yeah, that was crazy because he has a mouthpiece on. So for it to be that, like, you could see the teeth marks in there. And he got $50,000 bonus for that was the first ever bite of the night. So the guy who bit him
Uh-huh.
got cut from the UFC
Mm.
because obviously he shouldn't be biting, right? So
Yeah.
that guy got cut. But the guy who got bit, he did the tattoo, and Dana White was gonna give him 25,000 for bite of the night. But because he got the tattoo and Dana White loved it so much, he actually got $50,000
Wow.
for winning the fight disqualification for
Yeah.
for the bite of the night um, win. So that was pretty interesting. I just wanted to see if you guys saw it. So that was crazy, but
That is crazy.
Yeah. No, I didn't see. I seen the picture though of him in the ring, showing off the bite mark. But yeah, like biting. That's such a childish thing though. That's one of those unwritten rules. That's like giving a shot below the belt, poking
Was he
someone
losing
in their
though?
eye.
Was he losing?
I don't know. Was he, Sam?
you know what? It was still early in the fight. I think the other guy might have grabbed the fence a couple times, so
Oh, he got
maybe there was a
frustrated.
little bit of frustration, right? But it doesn't make sense at any point during the fight where you should bite the other person.
That's
Like,
true.
it just,
That
you
relates.
know what I mean?
That relates back to like the Tyson thing. Everyone remembers the bite, but the entire time he was saying Holyfield was headbutting him, right?
Yeah.
I
So they
remember
take
that.
the frustration out. But damn, like,
I know.
even Tyson, the man bit his ear
That's
off,
crazy.
like, part of it, and this guy got a good chunk, like it was in his arm.
Yeah.
How did they bite so hard? Like I don't understand. With a
Damn,
mouthpiece in. Oh gosh.
his girl better watch out.
Oh man. Nah, but I think oh, I know we didn't touch on something.
All right.
We got a big fight coming up in July, which will be featured on Netflix. This is from what I've heard, it is like a generational fight here. That being Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. That I believe it's July 10th,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, which will be streamed on Netflix. So that's huge for Netflix because they're entering the pay-per-view world. And we got the legendary, arguably one of the greatest boxers of all time, Mike Tyson, versus Jake Paul, which is, we could continue this next week, but I think I have some thoughts on Jake Paul.
Go ahead.
But just a little preview. I sometimes think that his fights are scripted.
No doubt.
I think so. Now, what the script is going to be for the Tyson and Paul fight, I don't know, but I think it's going to be must watch for sure. Right? I think this is probably going to break some viewer records or whatever, or viewership records, but I'm excited for that though.
Sam, any thoughts? I'm gonna hold my thoughts after.
I'm gonna hold it for next week, whoever person too. But I wanted to say, like, shout out to Netflix for getting in on the, the live sports.
Yeah.
That's, I know they got to deal with WWE in 2025, and they're getting themselves ready. You could see them trying to get ready for NFL, probably down the road. So, shout out to Netflix. Like they're doing big things too. I expect it to, the subscribers probably gonna grow. So.
I hope they don't start thinking this is like another revenue stream and charge another premium to see live fights. You know what I mean? Like they have a premium to see HD content, things like that. I hope it's not another entry level where you gotta pay.
You know what though? Like, if it's not a pay per view and there's a certain, I don't see why they shouldn't do it, because for me personally, let's say they have good content. Let's say they get NFL. Let's say they get, because right now they're just dabbling. People will pay for that second subscription to get the live sports. Plus, they'll get their content. Their shows are really good too.
True.
So probably down the road, they're just dabbling and seeing what they can do. I can see even you see Amazon Prime got their, if you want to take away ads, you can pay whatever. So I can see Netflix messing around with that pricing, maybe putting it up a little more to get no ads, things like that. But yeah, shout out. Good for them.
I know.
Smart.
Yeah, that's huge. And
I kind of have an opinion on this that I want to hold for next week, but I can't.
Hold it for next week.
Okay, so let me give you a little
real teaser. Yeah.
You saw the last Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight.
Yes. So,
right?
It's funny you mentioned that. Okay, go ahead.
So that's just on the side of my head. The second thing I'm thinking about, how many times has this happened to a Jake Paul fight? Someone pulls out. That's my
true.
thing. I think this fight won't happen. I'm calling it Sunday, March 24th, 6 p.m. This fight will not happen. A week before or 2 weeks before, one of them will say they got injured or something like that during a sparring session, and a replacement will be named. Tyson will not fight Jake Paul.
Okay.
It will not happen.
Interesting. That wouldn't be good for Netflix though.
No,
like even if you put a replacement in, I know it's live and you're still gonna do the live sporting event, but it's not gonna drive the subscriber growth that they're wanting. I think Tyson is the draw, although it's not same Iron Mike Tyson you're getting. He's a lot older, and he's great for a 58-year-old. Like he looks superb, right? But he's 58-year-old at the end of the day. Although you look great, you're still fighting someone who's like 20-something years was it like half his age?
Yeah.
You know, so
I think
more than half his age. It's
I
crazy.
think I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they're gonna get someone decent to replace him, which people will still consider to watch the fight. I just don't know who that name would be. But yeah, I'm just thinking about the Roy Jones Jr. fight with Tyson. I remember the last Holyfield fight where he got it was like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
He was last minute replacement. Looked horrible. Couldn't even swing a punch. And that's Holyfield, who's like a physical specimen of a man. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And also, too, you know what, though? Regarding that theory, oftentimes with some of these, like in their contracts, they'll get like a front-end payment. So let's say, I'm getting $1 million for the fight. I'll get $250 for signing, and then once the fight's completed, I'll get the remaining half. So if I'm getting paid $1 million and I'm getting $250 up front, I could just cancel. I'm still walking away with $250, right?
I think it's structured in a way where the longer the fight goes,
True, and then
Tyson gets paid more.
right. So, but I'm pretty sure there's some front end though, just for signing.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Obviously, all this promotion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tyson is saying, "Look, to use my name,
yeah.
you got to start paying me."
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see the promo runs. Remember McGregor and Floyd's? They came to Toronto and they did their thing. But I'm interested to see that because now Mike's a media personality. He has his podcast. He still does, or
I don't know if he does it regularly.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of was popping a couple
Hot
years
boxing
ago,
or something
and then
like that.
I haven't heard anything. But it'll be interesting. And then obviously,
Can you
Jake,
pod like Mike? Get in your feelings.
he's too passionate, man. I don't know. It's just
You do it.
I can't even do it.
Sam, could you do an impression?
No, hell no.
I can't even do it. Like I have the
probably
voice
have
in my
to
head,
lisp a
but it's
little.
not.
Let me ask you a question. Get you in the feelings. So, how does it feel to be the most feared man in all of sports history?
I can't do it. I can't do it. Let me practice it. I'll try it, and then I'll come back next week and do it. But
All right.
the voice is in my head,
You
though.
know what it is.
But
You start sweating. Goes, man, you don't know most feared. I was the one who was feared. I was the one who was scared. I went in the room. I thought I would die.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, we're definitely gonna do a proper kind of breakdown going in because
We'll do another live too at the event if it actually happens. I doubt.
but we'll see.
Big up Jake Paul, man. Everyone gives him bad credit, hates on him. When you're successful, everyone wants to put you down.
Yeah.
When the grass is growing, everyone wants to cut it.
Yeah, it's true.
Unfortunate. Man, you guys are making your money. You do your thing. Who cares about what other people say?
He could actually fight though. That's the thing. Like
He
he
could
could
fight.
actually fight. Like
He can fight.
It's just anyways, we'll save that for next week though. But yeah.
Intermission?
Yeah.
All right, let's put a pause on what we're doing right now. We will get back to you. We'll get into the West Indian tunes right after this.
Yeah.
This segment of our podcast may offend others. Please don't take offense. We're not trained professionals or know anything of value to the West Indian music scene. We're just having fun and commenting on what we see and hear. Please don't take these personally. We really do appreciate the hard work and efforts of these artists. We definitely could not even come close to anything you've done. We're just here to have a good old fun time, live the dream. Thank you for listening.
My bad.
I gotta pay attention more, man. I'm sorry.
No, I just had to pause for a second. I'm like, is there anything else? Yeah, okay. All right,
Yeah, so
cool.
these are our first reactions. We've never
Yeah.
seen this video before. Remember, you saw the disclaimer. We are not here to copyright anything. We are not singing back anyone's song. I know you are, but we are not doing that. We're here to look at these videos and give us our review. So this is our first reactions. So what do we got lined up today?
All right, so we do got a few videos lined up here. The first one we have is Sharmilla Ramsaroop, and her song is Maro Pichkari. Pichkari.
Sure. Maro,
All right.
Maro. Maro, Maro.
All right, let's go
Pichkari.
ahead, Sharmilla.
Can you hear that, Uncle Sammy?
Not really. I'm gonna play it on the TV because the TV coming. I'll be delayed, but it's fine. Because you guys will review for form, I review.
Alright. I think we've heard enough of that. That's Sharmilla Ramsaroop. Maro Pichkari. Umadi. Do. Alright. So this is obviously a sing back.
If I'm not mistaken, this was originally done by Baba Kanchan.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the original, but they definitely did one of the older
Somewhere
versions.
in that.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the
That
line
was a
there.
legendary song.
Yeah.
So I like the video. It was nice, playful, had some kids there. It's in the theme of Pagua/Holy. The song was nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as Babla. So that's the
Yeah.
thing when you do a remake of a legendary song
Yeah.
like that.
It's
It's tough. It's tough.
because it's either it
You
lives
always
up to
have
the
the comparison.
expectations or it doesn't. So
I'm gonna give it a 3.
okay, I think that's fair. Yeah. I'm about the same too. I think it was. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Right. It's nice with the kids playing, like the happiness, the joyful, the laughter. Yeah. I think I would give it. I think I would give it a 3.5.
Oh.
And just because it's a religious song and a religious theme, so yeah.
So you get points with JR being religious. Okay. Uncle Sammy, what do you thought about it?
I enjoyed the video. Obviously, with the Pagua theme, like it has the colors, the powder, and I liked how they the kids were having fun and I like the song obviously. So, a solid 3.
Oh.
All right.
Bo-bo-bo-bo-bo.
All right. So we got
Sharmilla Ramsaroop, you keep doing what you're doing.
yes. All right. Next song we have lined up is Andrew D. Badi Udas High. Badi Udas High. All right.
Anooj D, Badi user. Hi. Let's see what you got, buddy.
All right. Okay. studio. There's the Pegasus.
Let me see.
No,
Wow.
Marriott.
See, wow, boy. The tractor, someone's Tifa tractor pro. Aero pastel. I told you. That's okay. Haters make me famous. Love that shit. Duty free. All right. That was Anooj D, with Badi, Udas, Hai. Oh God, I hope I said it right.
I don't.
I
know
said
the
it better than
original.
you though, for sure.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. I don't know the original, but it seems like it sounds familiar. I just can't think of what the original is, but I think it's great. I actually liked it.
Yeah, you like it.
I actually liked it. The video was pretty good. But I like it. I think it's one that I need to listen to back again at some point. But overall, I like it. I think I'll give it. I think I'll give it a 4.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I'll give it a 4.
whoa. Uncle Sam, you want to go next?
Sure. I don't know. I must be in a good mood today because I'm really liking this video. Like the man bring out his whole family, so I really appreciate that. Every auntie, cousin, auntie, friend, and everything was in the video. I like the fact that he brought up the tractor. Man was in the duty free. Man was in front of a trench.
Yeah.
Like he was all
He
over the place,
represented
but-
Guyana.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Like so, it was like I really enjoy that. So, and I like the song. So, for me, it was a solid 3.5.
All right. I liked it too. I liked the video. The song for me, I didn't like it as much as you guys, but I thought the video gave it a little boost in my eyes.
Okay.
So, for all that, what Sammy said, what Uncle Sammy said, what JR said, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 as well.
All right.
Anooj D, you keep doing what you're doing, bro. Represent Guyana all the way. Guyana Amazon Warriors.
And by the way, I think an easy way to gain likeness on your videos is just include kids. Everybody's got a soft spot for kids. So, seeing the little kids smiling and stuff, like it's nice. It was really nice. I thought it was good. Definitely different from like the typical drinking in a bar that we see and stuff. So,
But don't discount the drinking in the bar. They help you get over
true.
those troubled times.
And that's sometimes where the best music is made as well.
course. Oh, Johnny Ramnarine.
Oh, okay.
You want to do this one?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, this one
Oh,
is.
there's a KI one too.
There's a
Nice.
KI one too. All right, we'll do the KI one after this.
All right.
Once again, folks, we are unofficially sponsored by Crown Royal. Mr. JR.
Yes. Sip on smooth Crown Royal vanilla. All right.
I don't know how we got the name of this, but Johnny Ramnarine, Live in Unity.
Let us live in unity, let us live in harmony, let us live together for a brighter
Right foot
future.
right there.
Let us live in unity, let us live in harmony, let us live together for a
Can I have that,
brighter
please?
future.
Beautiful Trinidad and Tobago.
Everyone should come together, let us all unite. Put down all your guns and weapons, let us kill the fight. Everyone should come together,
kids again.
let us all
Points.
unite. Put down all your guns and weapons, let us kill the fight. Time to restore peace and love, hey my sweet land. I'm asking you my people to put a helping hand. Let us live in unity, let us live in harmony, let us live together for a brighter future. My God has blessed everyone with a lovely face. Tell me why we are still fighting of your brother's race. My God has blessed everyone
All right, let's cut it up.
face. Tell me why we are still fighting.
Johnny Ramnarine with his song Live in Unity.
Uncle Sam, you want to take this one first?
Yeah, I could go first. I think I'll give this a solid 2.5. I really like the, I kind of touched on how I like the motivational and the positive things. So I felt like the words resonated. So that's why I like I figured I'd give it at least a 2.5.
All right.
All right.
Since you're our fellow Trinidadian, I'll let you go last. I give this one a 1.5. The song didn't do it for me. The video's kind of neat. I wouldn't listen to the song again. But I want to live in unity with everyone. But unfortunately, this is not the background song for that.
All right. Okay. So,
Mr. JR,
man, I'll give it a 2.5. And yeah, I mean, look, it's great message. I like the idea behind it. I just thought maybe the video didn't show enough unity. It was mostly just a shot of him somewhere in Trinidad.
okay.
I wish I could have seen a little bit more of like being amongst people and togetherness. That would signify unity, not so much.
Well, he was with the kids giving them
Yeah, for like
ice cream.
2 seconds, that was it, really, right? But like I said, I like the message, and that's why I give it a 2.5.
All right.
All right.
Johnny Ramnarine, release another one.
Yeah.
Come back with something strong. I'm counting on you, boy.
Oh, and by the way, that boat in the back there, that's the ferry that you take from Trinidad to Tobago.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you could just fly across. All right. Well, we got a heavy hitter here. We got the one and only Mr. K.I. and the band Ebony.
Damn, I think it's Ebony or 3 Vanny.
You could be right, actually. I don't know. We got their song, Love You Again. All right. Let's see what we got going on, Mr. K.I. It's good to hear some music from
K.I., man, released some great music. Glad to see him back.
Yep.
Hopefully this one's a banger. That's not the song, that's just an ad in the background, folks.
That was KI
And the band. Love You Again.
yeah.
I liked it. I thought the video was pretty good. Not the best KI song I heard. I think I've heard better, but the song is a nice flowing song, nice listening song. I did like the video a lot. KI is back. I'm giving that one a 3.5.
All right. 3.5. Okay. I will give it the same 3.5. I like the song. I think it's cool. I like the video though. Quality was actually really, really good.
KI got the money, man.
Yeah, when your videos, production wise is good, it could save a song. That's for sure. Not that the song needed saving, but it just aligned pretty good. So, yeah, I'll give it a 3.5.
Uncle Sammy?
I'm a big fan of the video, actually. I really love the Lima Call shirt, so that was a little, you know, that gave me bonus points for it because that's a nice shirt. I actually like the song. I feel like I could be drinking and enjoying myself to this song, and so I'm gonna give it a 4.
Damn.
All right.
Something in the air today. We've been giving good ratings. All right, I
Yeah.
think that is our last song for this segment, this session of the Would You Rather
Yep.
pod, reviewing the West Indian Chutney Music Station. Thank you all for listening.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember, like, follow, subscribe, stay up to date. We've got some very cool, interesting content coming up for y'all.
Next week, big things. Boom.